Welcome into Date Palm Field. Opening day baseball on the show. The Atlanta Braves. And today's starter, Garrett Crochet. Lots of punch-outs, a real strikeout artist, Singy.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Mike Yastrzemski leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 107.
Come on, SOX.
Next offering down in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball. Monasterio on the run, throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Nope, that's a
And
ball.
Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever if they do at all.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two.
Let's do it, Gary.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Now one miss.
That's down.
And now
That's
it's filled
ball
up.
three.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Jorge Mateo now. Two down, nobody on. Right side, hard hit.
Move it.
Handles, throws to first, and that is the third out of the inning. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here's the starter for Atlanta, Chris Sale. What do you have on him, Singy?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches.
leadoff
So
hitter
coming
this
into the zone,
afternoon,
really
the
hard for the
shortstop,
hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Andrew Monasterio now at the plate.
Hey.
Comes up empty. That's strike two. Out to short. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there.
Oh, that's a really tough play no matter who you are, but I think he has a chance to get him at first if he's just able to get that throw off a little quicker. It looked like he took one extra step to set himself and get a grip on the ball.
Step off, throw to first.
He's safe.
And he's back safely.
Look out for the double play. Ball one.
Monasterio gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Breaking ball, and that got him.
That ball got him right there.
Batting third, the catcher. Connor.
Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. And that's
Ball,
too
that's
high.
high.
Let's go, Connor.
Let's go now. Base hit here.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And a big swing and a miss. Good job to fight that one off.
Come on, Connor.
1-2 now. Just
Ball.
misses the mark outside the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Here we go, Boston.
On the ground to the
Foul
left.
ball.
Just foul down the right field line. Wow.
Here we go, Connor.
Swing and a miss. Struck
Batting
him
fourth,
out.
the right
And
fielder,
that is a big
Wilder.
first out. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup put together by manager Alex Cora. Now, with their ace on the mound today, they're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
Boog, with an ace on the bump, it's crucial not to become complacent. This lineup still has a job to do if they're going to come away with a win.
Close,
one.
but called a ball. Ball one. Two on, one out. Late on that fastball.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And a 1-2. That one missed. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike three, and that's two in a row.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Anthony Siegler.
This is Anthony Siegler.
Come on, Tony.
First and second, two down. Here on opening day.
Looking good, Red Sox.
The 1-1. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Way
Nope.
inside,
That's
gets
inside.
out of the way. Two aboard, two outs. That's
Ball
down and
three.
in. A slider missed. Payoff pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Scoreless after one. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Jonah Heim.
Let's go, Sox!
And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Crochet making his first start of the year. A former first-round pick in 2020. Dave Lawrence assigned to work home plate in this one.
Good umpire, Boog. Very fair, very consistent. Now, I did hear some feedback that he opens up the outside corner a little bit on left-handed hitters, which, you know, for me, I'd be kind of salty. So maybe something to keep an eye on and see if that factors into this one at all. Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Jackknifes out of the way. And it remains 2-2. Inside
ball
just
three.
missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Let's go now, Garrett!
Just missed.
Hey!
No score here in the second. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Now this one gets away from the catcher.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second.
Punch him out!
Here's the 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's to third. Eaton gets it to first. One out in the second.
Batting 6, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
So now with one away and a man at second. Here's Austin Riley.
Come on, Red Sox!
That one is absolutely belted. That's got a chance. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Batting 7, the center fielder, Michael Harris, the second.
There's a strike. Outside low. And the count is even, 2-2. Got it. That's out number 3. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Joe
off
stepping in for
the
Boston.
Red Sox,
Cedar
the
Rafaela.
center fielder, number 3, Cedar Rafaela.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
There's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
That misses. Ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along.
Duran.
Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. He makes the grab. Out number 2.
Batting 8, the third baseman, Nate Eaton.
Nate Eaton up next for the Red Sox.
Let's go, Nate.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Foul ball. Right through there for a strike. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Come on, Red Sox!
2 down, nobody on. Back foot slider ties him up, struck him out. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies.
Here we go, Garrett.
Hey! Ball, that's out.
Let's go, Garrett.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Nope, ball 1.
The lefty, the 1-0. And a swing and a miss.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
Top of the third, no score. The next pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
Come on, Garrett.
That one missed. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Number 18,
And here's a look at how he's
Yes,
using his pitches in this one. Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Grounded out his first time.
Let's go!
Nope. That's inside.
And
Yep,
another
that ball
ball.
went out.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. Late swing, foul to the left. The 2-2. And he grounds one to the right side. And foul ball. Comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the third. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
off
And stepping in
Red
for
Sox,
Boston,
the
Trevor
designated
Story.
hitter, Trevor Story.
Let's go, Red Sox! Let's go!
Swings through that one. Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
There's a strike.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Sliced hard but foul. Gets a piece and it stays 0-2. Next offering is in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. This one in the air, center field. Harris under it. And that ends the inning. Offense held in check there. On to inning number 4. No score. Start of the
Leading
fourth.
off for the
Now in
Braves,
for the Braves,
the first
Matt
baseman,
Olson.
Matt Olson.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
That's a ball.
Here's the pitch to Olson. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
The 1-0. In the air, right field, Abreu in position, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher,
Jonah Heim getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Right through there for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Goes down looking for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7. Down in order go the Braves. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Still with no score. Bottom 4. So stepping in for Boston, Connor Wong.
the catcher, Connor Wong.
Now a drag bunt, third base side.
That ball's
and that's foul.
Let's go, Connor.
Trying to bunt his way on. It's safe at first, a bunt single.
Nice rip.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, William Abreu.
Come on, let's keep it going.
Pitch misses, ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late. In the dirt.
Move it.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. The 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Slider misses outside. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out here on opening day. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Go ahead run on base. Anthony Siegler up next for the Red Sox. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Liner caught it second.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Number 3, Cedar Rafaela.
Now a rip into left center. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Headed for the plate. He scores and they have the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now batting Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1.
Ball in.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
That
That's
one
ball three.
misses. And now 3-0. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them.
Looking good, Red Sox.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. And there's
Ball
a ball.
three.
Nate Eaton on deck for Boston. Man at second. Stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes to count. On the ground to short, Mateo. Tosses to first.
He's out.
They limit the damage here. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Ready now for the
Leading off
5th
for
inning.
Atlanta,
So
the
now to
second
the plate
baseman,
for Atlanta. Mauricio Dubon. Dubon measures 6 feet even, 31 years old, and he was born in Honduras. Just
Oh, that's
missed.
Ball 2.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count now even up. That's a
Nope,
little
that's
bit
down.
low.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. "3-2. Swings through it for the K. Strikeout number 8.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Ball. Down. Ball, that's upstairs.
That misses. Ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And a swing and a miss there. And ball 4
Inside,
there.
ball
Tying
4.
run is
Up
on
next for
base.
Atlanta, the center fielder, Michael Harris II.
So digging in, Michael Harris II. Went down on strikes his first time through. And fouled off. That's
Ball
too
1.
low. Ball 1.
Let's turn 2.
And he can't come up with it. Still slings it to second.
Out of
There's
there.
one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
And that's in for a strike. gets him to chase after that one.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
Next offering misses. Ball one.
Good location, good take. Sometimes you want the hitter to prove he can lay off that pitch.
Go now, Garrett.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate.
Sit him down.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for Boston,
the
Nate
third baseman,
Eaton.
Nate Eaton.
Hey.
0-1 down.
Ball one.
Hard ground ball, base 9. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
Dang.
Legs out the double.
He quickly went from hitter to base runner. Love when guys make that transition, and he's got speed to put on a show.
Ball one there. Man at second. And that chops in for a strike.
You can do it, Red Sox.
Runner, runner,
Here's the
runner.
pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
I think he surprised everyone in the ballpark, and especially the pitcher. It wasn't a great lead there, but when he took off, I think he caught him off guard. Nice job to get to third.
Runner at third, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop.
Now here's the
Andrew
Red Sox leadoff hitter, Andrew Monasterio. 1 for 2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
The 0-1.
Inside. Ball one.
I love you, Andy.
Fastball
Ball,
is
that pitch is out.
outside. That misses
Ball,
the
that's
zone.
down.
And now 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
The 3-1. And ball
That's ball
4,
four.
2 aboard.
Up next for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Come on, you can do it. Hey, now let's go.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Come on, Sox.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Robert Suarez, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Bummer getting loose as well.
All right, Red
1-1 now. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
Here we go, Red
2 on, 1 out. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just
catcher,
eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
Connor Wong, the next to hit.
Come on, Buster. Aye.
Two on, two outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Ground ball, left side.
Let's go, let's go.
To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, that's a great effort with 2 outs, and he displayed why it's so important to get out of the box quickly. There's no time to waste on these plays, and that hustle down the line to beat the throw really earned him that run.
Let's go, Red Sox!
That clips the corner.
Come on, not even close.
Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Looking good, Red Sox.
Ball.
Called strike right there.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
1-2 now. And downstairs. Pitch kicks
That's
away.
ball 3.
Nothing happening on the bases, though. Anthony Siegler waiting to bat for the Red Sox. Hit in the air, left field. He's there. He's got it. And that's the inning. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. 5 innings complete. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Braves nothing. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. And now Eli White.
The left fielder, Eli White.
Come on, Sox! Way to go, Boston!
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Ball.
Go now!
That misses.
Nope.
Ball 2.
Open your eyes for the next pitch.
Let's go, Sox.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground to third.
Move it, move it!
On to first. Leadoff man retired in the sixth.
Up next for Atlanta, the right fielder, number 18, Mike Yastrzemski.
Red Sox by 2 here on opening day. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
So Yaz is struck out.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Here's Matt Olson, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Right through there for a strike. That missed by a lot. And that's ball 1. Fights it off. He'll see another. That misses. 2-2. Got him swinging for the K. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whiffs. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. You're dialed into the show.
Now pitching for the
Back
Braves,
now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Robert Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the second baseman, Anthony Siegler.
Come on, Anthony.
Fought off foul.
You know, these Red Sox really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count off, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen. And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground, out to short, and it's through for a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now here is Cedar Rafaela. That catches the corner. And the 0-1. Now one miss.
That's a ball.
Looked like a strike to me. And here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Let's go, Red Sox.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. This one in the air, center field. Harris settles under it, and he makes the catch.
Up next for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Jared.
One out man at first. So stepping in for Boston, Jaron Duran.
Stay out of the double play. Ball.
And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. Red Sox leading it by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
In the dirt, blocked.
Go, Red Sox.
Slapped hard the other way, but foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one, that's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it. He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Come on, Nate.
All right, Red Sox.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Siegler, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Here we go, Nate.
Out towards right center field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter, Trevor.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story.
Let's go, Trevor. Come on, Trevor.
That one's in there. It's 0-1.
All right, Sox, let's go.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Next
Oh,
pitch
that's inside.
inside. And the count is 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
And now it's 1-2. Now one
That's ball
missed.
2.
Sneaks through, base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Comes through with the RBI. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Come on, Andrew.
The shortstop takes the ball.
All right, Red Sox.
And the 1-0.
Red Sox.
Hey.
Go, Red Sox.
In the air, right field. Yastrzemski settles underneath it, and that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. We go to the top of the
Leading off for the
7th.
Braves,
Now in for the
the
Braves,
shortstop,
Jorge
Jorge.
Mateo.
Mateo.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, He's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away.
Oh, yeah.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Jonah Heim.
Hey now, Garrett.
There's a swing and a miss. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Mauricio.
2 down, base is
Dubon.
empty. Now it's the second baseman, Mauricio Dubon.
Come on, Red Sox.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul.
Come on, Sox.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was out front. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Struck him out without a swing. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. It's Major League Baseball on the show.
Now pitching for
The
Atlanta,
left-hander on
number
now,
49,
Aaron Bummer.
Aaron
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off for the Red Sox, the first baseman, Wilson Contreras.
Let's go, Sox.
There's a swing and a drive. That one hops against the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Here we go.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
Hey.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside.
that's off the plate.
And the count even 1-1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Tyler Kinley appears to be getting loose. Hamilton warming up as well.
Come on,
The
Connor.
1-1. That one fouled off. Man at second. Outside
That's ball
low. 2-2. Up the middle. Dubon to first. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
Up next for the Red Sox, the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Let's do it, Sox.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
All right, Sox.
Next offering is fouled back. Contreras takes his lead at third with 1 away.
Here we go, Boston.
That one in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Makes the catch for the second out.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
So stepping in for Boston, Anthony Siegler, 1 for 3.
Hey! Let's go, Tony!
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. That ends the inning. One left for the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 3-0.
Now pitching. for
Welcome
the Red
back, and a
Sox,
new arm on the mound
number
to start the
47,
8th. Giovanni Moran.
Moran. Leading off for Atlanta, the third baseman, Austin Riley.
Go, Red Sox.
The Red Sox with some bullpen action. Aroldis Chapman, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Weiser also throwing.
Let's go, Red Sox.
Swing better!
And he chases that one below the zone.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
That's ball 2.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Next offer in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Breaking ball
Ball 3.
misses down and away.
Punch him out.
This one in the air, right field. Abreu, long run. He's got it. And there's one down.
Up next for Atlanta, the center fielder,
Michael Harris the second. Next up for the Braves.
Hey!
Misses
Ball, that's
outside, and that's ball 1. Moran, in his second season, 28 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Got him swinging.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there, and that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
Come on, Red Sox.
Hey! Let's go, Sox!
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Sit him down.
2 down, nobody on. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Strike him out.
Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, and that got him.
I got him.
Up next for Atlanta, the left fielder.
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Eli White.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across, because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Ball
Pitch
1, no
outside.
strikes.
Ball 2.
ripped, but it curls foul. No question about this one. It's out of here. And they cut into the lead. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Red Sox bullpen. Giovanni Moran won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute.
Now pitching.
New arm out of the bullpen, Greg
number
Weisser.
57,
He's into the game with the bases empty.
Greg Weisser.
Let's go, Greg. Let's go, Red Sox. Let's go. Go, Sox.
First
Ball
pitch way inside a fastball.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, it got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
Looking to get the tying run on base.
That's a ball.
I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
Strike him out!
This one popped up. Monasterio should have this one. And that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for the
Back
Rays.
now, new pitcher on the
Number
mound as we
46,
roll into the bottom of the
Dylan
eighth. Dylan Dodd.
Dodd.
Digging in,
Leading
Cedon
off
Rafaela.
for the Red Sox.
I think
The
when you
center
contemplate
fielder,
him as a
number
player, the
3,
first thing you think about is
Cedon
defense, and you think about that great arm.
Rafaela.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
The Braves bullpen has some activity. Yoel Payamps getting loose out there. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Go, Sox.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Leadoff man is out here in the
Next
eighth.
for the Red Sox, the left fielder, Jared Duran.
Looking good, Red Sox.
All right, Sox! Woo!
Foul ball. In the air out to center. And it drops in. And a man aboard.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time.
third baseman,
That leads to a high contact rate and more
Este.
barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Stepping in, Nate Eaton.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. Oh,
0-1.
I don't know how you take that.
that was a strike.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
The 1-1. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw gets by him at second.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
One out and a runner at second. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him. 2 away now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
He's trying for third. There's a ball. Throw bounces in and he's safe. Duran at third with 2 away. Just missed.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself into a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Here's a 2-0.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at-bat.
That one not close. 3-1. Two outs with a runner at third.
Here we go, Trevor.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Up next for the Red Sox, the shortstop, Andrew Monasterio.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Here we go, Red Sox.
2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. That one almost got him.
Let's go, Andrew.
Ball
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. In the air, right field, and that is that. Boston strands a pair, but they're up 3-2. Last chance coming up here for the Braves.
Now pitching. for
Back
the
now,
Red Sox,
and on the mound, the
number
closer,
44,
Aroldis Chapman.
Aroldis.
A chance at his first
Chapman.
save of the year.
Leading
Well,
off for the Braves,
one-run
the
game
first baseman,
here is
Matt
Matt Olson. 0 for 3 in this one. That clips the corner. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's too
That's a
low.
ball.
Ball 1. And there's a ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And another ball.
Outside.
Tried to backdoor him with that slider right there, but just missed off the plate. Good pitch, though. Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And the tying run is on base.
Up next
When you
for
go
Atlanta,
0 for 5,
the
0 for 7, 0 for 8, it
Time.
seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged offer to start the season and get into a slump.
Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Jonah Heim.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down. Hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Fastball almost got him there.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Inside, backs him off again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
The batter,
Braves
number
down to their
50,
final out.
second
Well
baseman,
executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Dubon.
Let's go, Sox!
Nope. Outside.
Challenge from behind the dish here. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. The Braves with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.